Now in this video, we are going through the next 100x play. Now this should not be treated as financial advice. This is my personal opinion. Nothing in this video is sponsored. I am simply telling you about a project that I generally do believe in, and I do think it will do some solid numbers. And recently in the last couple weeks, it has done exactly that. The price has grown from about 3 cents all the way up to 25 cents. Just recently, after some exchange listings and some launch pads, the price has dumped because obviously people were taking profits and they were selling from the airdrops they were getting from the launchpad. I know Gate.io was launchpadding Loop Network. I personally also received some free Loop Network tokens, and that is, in my opinion, where these sales are coming from. However, the price has grown and this project has a genuine use case, and that use case is extremely valuable. Now, I'm going to be telling you everything you need to know about Loop Network, why I believe is the next 100x project, but at the same time, do not take it as financial advice. Please do your own research after watching this video. So sit back, relax, guys, take this in, and just get a good feel of what this project is about and where the potential lies for this Loop Network crypto. So first of all, this is a super scalable blockchain, highly cheap, fast, and secure. They do have a bunch of partnership with a lot of exchanges already. However, they have a lot of exchange listings that should be coming up very soon. For example, Loop Network can be found on Binance. It is not listed yet though. Again, this is not confirmed, but I am about 90% sure it will be listed in websites like Binance, Coinbase, so on and so forth. At the moment, actually, you can check if you go down on the coin market cap, they are listed on Gates as I mentioned a couple of days ago, MEXC, Bitmart, Deepcoin, IndoEX. So really some smaller exchanges, and of course we got Gate.io, which is slightly bigger, and MEXC and Bitmart, right? But yes, this is going to, in my opinion, be listed in a lot of the major exchanges as time comes. But what makes Loop Networks so valuable, right? What makes it valuable? Now, before we actually go through this diagram, which is really important, remember, if you're new to the Crypto Maxi channel, guys, subscribe and click the notification bell so you stay up to date on all these plays. I like to bring a lot of these plays before they actually do well. Right now, I feel like it's a great moment to be looking at Loop Network, especially after that big sell-off. We're looking at a much better price. I am personally looking to, for the price to go lower, hopefully, and I'll be trying to accumulate some more Loop Network tokens. But at the time being, right, where's the value in this token? Is this price pump simply FOMO? Is this just, artificial price pump from the team? What is this? Well, the real truth is this is an actual valuable project, and I feel like this diagram shows it perfectly. So Bitcoin's TPS, which is transactions per second, is 7. Ethereum's is 14. Polkadot, people thought was amazing, was 1,500. Well, Loop Networks is infinity, right? It is an infinite amount of transactions per second. Now, I'm not exactly sure on how legitimate this is. Of course, this is super early stages for Loop Network, but this is what they're promising and this is what they believe it can pull off, right? Transaction finality, this pretty much means how long it would take for a transaction to take place. Bitcoin is 60 minutes, Ethereum is 6 minutes. Of course, Polkadot is super fast, 60 seconds. With Loop, is less than a second. So again, it's even better than XRP to an extent for when it comes to the speed, and also the TPS is throwing about nearly every single ISO project out of the park. So depending on exactly if they manage to deliver on this tech, this could be massive, right? Not just for Loop Network, but I mean for crypto itself, right? These guys could be working with many big companies that, especially as we're getting to that time now where we're looking at digital currencies as sort of inevitable coming in the next couple years or two, right? So this could be a massive project, especially if they take that dive. But energy efficient, is CPU based, just like Polkadot and Ethereum. The average fees, this throws every single project out of the park. Bitcoin's is $3, Ethereum's 4 to 19, the biggest liability from when it comes to Ethereum. You do not want to be using the Ethereum network to send payments. The last time I used it is because I had to use it, right? The Ethereum ERC20 network. Other than that, I'm staying away. I'd rather use BEP20, Solana, or something else. I'd rather not use Ethereum because of these disgusting fees, right? It's just not, preferred. However, when it comes to Loop Network, it is insane. Not even 1 cent is a fraction, less than a fraction. This is so cheap. It's pretty much a price that you would not even realize, if that makes sense. It is that cheap to be using Loop Network. The consensus method, it is proof of stake, just like Ethereum and Polkadot. The algorithm they're using is PBFT. Now, developed for decentralized apps. So again, this is where, when it comes to actual use studies, dApps will absolutely love Loop Network. There is such a massive advantage to be using Loop Network. The only liability and disadvantage I can see in Loop Network is the fact that it's super early and there might be some trust issues, right? We are in that space, in the crypto space, where there has been billion-dollar hacks with major corporations, and there is always that fear factor. So I can see that being a problem. People can trust Ethereum. Even Polkadot, you can trust them. But Loop Network, it is super early to make a trust with. That's the only liability I can see. But at the same time, as time goes by, as they build up a good reputation, they will obviously do well. At the same time, you're really taking a bet on Loop Network being able to provide their service to all these decentralized applications as they describe. If they do, this price right here, the market cap of $28 million, is absolutely irrelevant right now. It's so undervalued, especially if they deliver on what they are promising, right? If they deliver on what they're promising, there's at least $1 billion project, right? Of course, it will also depend on the customers they're able to acquire. But if they're able to provide this service, boy, the customers are going to be rolling in the decentralized finance world, right? And DeFi, just in general, right? Even gaming projects, play-to-earn projects, they will absolutely love these fees. It's going to be so nice for the players, for their customers to be able to use their network. It just makes sense, right? But yeah, this is developed for decentralized applications. Why we need more scaling? Scaling is not enough. While increasing this transaction throughout blockchains must retain two fundamental properties of blockchain tech: decentralization and security. So really the problem that I brought up. This is usually called the blockchain trilemma. We developed a blockchain with advanced consensus that can solve these problems. They got a DeFi ecosystem, a smart contract, and programmable money. Now I'm going to be honest, I take everything that is said in websites by a grain of salt. You usually have to see the project delivering and actually working with these decentralized applications, and the decentralized applications acquiring customers and them actually using their network. That's when you can actually see this and be like, okay, this is it. But by that time, if you want to be getting early, which is what I'm doing, I'm not putting thousands of dollars, believe it or not, tens of thousands of dollars on Loop Network. You're not doing that. It is a low cap project, meaning even, a slight room of growth. There's so much room for growth, but even that slight growth can be massive growth because of how low cap this project is. As you can see here, the word started getting out, and from the 15th of March all the way up to the 3rd of April, so basically in about 16 days, we saw the project go from 2 cents, quite literally, to about 20 cents. So it's done a 10x in this market condition. Usually this shows the potential some of this project has simply by looking through that. You can see here, build with your hand. You can build with an ERC20 token standard and use the network ERC721 token standard too for NFTs. Now the roadmap, they do have a pretty extensive roadmap. A lot of it has already been ticked off. And you can see here, you can bridge assets between chain to be able to utilize their low fees. So they have an EVM compatible chain for the BNB chain to the Loop network. Build your first decentralized application. And yeah, guys, this is, in my opinion, going to be one of the go-tos for when it comes to building dApps. Maybe not now, but later on, again, if they deliver. And it simply is a bet if they deliver on all of those. It's not even promises. They're saying they're able to deliver it. So I'm guessing they are able to deliver it. They got the tech, they got the infrastructure to be able to deliver it. Now it's just being able to deliver it, and also those clients being able to use it for their clients, customers, players, if it's a play to earn game, and so on. So again, as I said, these guys are not yet listed in many major exchanges. They are somewhat listed to actually view. For example, in Binance, even Coinbase and crypto.com, you can view them. And a lot of the times what I tend to see, a lot of these projects that you can view do get listed, especially, if they go through the vetting and so on. If everything is online, they do get listed. And yeah, guys, in my opinion, this has got some tremendous potential. I thought I'd bring it up to you. I know a lot of you have also been talking about it in some previous videos. So here we are. This was a Loop Network review. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Been your boy Cryptomaxi. Take care and